on, come on, get with me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, get with me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, get with me.
Jackson versus Silva, the rematch. Pride Fighting Championships High Octane.
The Pride Middleweight World title will be up for grabs tonight when champion Wanderlei Silva takes on #1 contender Quinton Rampage Jackson in the main event of Pride Fighting Championships High Octane. Hello, along with El Guapo Boss Root and I'm Mauro Ranello, welcoming you to the Saitama Super Arena in Japan. Now, Boss, the main event is all about high stakes. Since defeating Japanese legend Kazushi Sakuraba back in November of 2001 at Championship Chaos for the title, Silva has proven to be an unstoppable force. Now, having said that, what game plan should Jackson employ in their rematch from last November's exciting final of the middleweight tournament if he wants to hand the Axe Murderer his first loss in a Pride ring and, more importantly, capture the coveted belt?
Oh, the coveted belt. Here we go. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the belt where they're going to fight for, and here is the trophy
Beautiful
where they're going
trophy
to fight for. Now, in order for Quinton Jackson to win this belt, I would use my striking skills to close the distance. Once I got the body lock up or the clinch, go for the slam, the Quinton Rampage slam. That's what I want to do. On the ground, ground and pound. But you said it already. Wanderlei Silva, until now, is unstoppable. So what's going to happen tonight? It's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yes, that is right. Silva Jackson 2 with the title on the line should be a classic confrontation. Now, another matchup that has fans salivating features the long-awaited Pride debut of former UFC heavyweight champion Josh Barnett. And boss, he's not dipping his toes in to test the waters. He is diving into the deep end of the Pride talent pool by facing Mirko Cro Cop.
Yeah, this is a classic matchup. Although, you know, both of them know a little bit of all. I'm explaining it to you, okay? On one side, we have Mirko Cro Cop, very good in striking, good in takedown defense, and in submissions, he knows how to stay out of the submissions. On the other side, Josh Barnett, he's good in striking too, he's got phenomenal ground skills and good at takedowns. Can Josh take the fight to the ground? Can Mirko land that high kick? Again, fireworks for sure.
The very talented Dan Henderson returns to action against up-and-coming star Kazuhiro Nakamura. It's going to be American wrestler taking on Japanese judoka.
And we have another heavyweight fight featuring the American Heath Herring, and he's going to face Hirotaka Yokoi. And I've been talking to a lot of people lately here in the last few days, and many people think that this could be the sleeper match of the night.
It's another tremendous card put together by the #1 mixed martial arts organization in the world. Get ready for tap-outs and knockouts. It's real fights with real athletes. Pride Fighting Championships High Octane.
Back from Holland with a smile. How are you doing?
Vegas, actually. Back from Vegas.
Vegas, what have you been doing in Vegas? Well, what about...
Out in the sun. I was getting tired of the rain and the clouds.
With who have you been training in Las Vegas?
With Sergio Pena and Ricardo Perez at the Las Vegas Combat Club. So if y'all want to get a chance, come on down and check it out.
Now, Vegas is for me a very dark place because it's like the dark side is pulling to me. Do you experience that too or not?
Oh, boss, you know I'm immune. You know I'm immune. I've lived in Holland for 4 years. I can take any type of anything coming at me. So Vegas is no problem.
How's it been going, man, since last time?
It's been going good, actually. Little disappointed. But, you know, a little change of pace is one of the reasons I moved. I was ready to get out of Holland for a little bit, come back to the States, be closer to my daughter, be closer to my family. And so it's going really good, actually. I feel really good.
Back in the race, Yokoi, did you see his last fight?
I saw his last fight with Nogueira in the first round of the Grand Prix. And he gave Nogueira a really good fight. But we'll see what's going to happen. I'm a lot different fighter than Nogueira, too, so it's hard to equate us on the same league.
Hirotaka Yokoi and Heath Herring hook up in a heavyweight bout here at High Octane. And boss, it's time for the world-famous Rune Report.
Hey, here we go. Yokoi, very heavy hands. He's unbelievable on the ground. And coming from Japan, and especially this person, truly has the samurai spirit. Now, Heath Herring is a very good striker himself, and he's improving in that division day by day, getting better and better. He's got a very good ground and pound, especially from the side mount, but I wonder what he's going to do after his last loss against Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira.
And speaking of the interim Pride Heavyweight Champion, both Yokoi and Herring were victims of that slick anaconda choke. Both face important tests tonight. It's Yokoi, it's Herring. It's coming up here at Pride Fighting Championships High Octane. right, boss, what a way to kick off Pride 28 High Octane.
Yes, you can say that again. Heath Herring and Yokoi. Wow.
Herring is 26, 6'4", 237 pounds with a record of 11-5 in Pride.
178
Yokoi is also 26, 5'11", 224 pounds with a record of 1-1 in Pride Fighting Championships. There we see some of the broadcasters in Japan, the very familiar faces of Hidehiko Yoshida and Pride executive Nobuhiko Takada. So again, both these fighters coming off losses to Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira in the Pride Heavyweight Tournament. Both of them were submitted by the Anaconda choke, but both now trying to get back on the winning track here. And again, a lot of people looking forward to this matchup, boss.
Oh, yes. Including me. Oh, he's coming out.
Herring has moved back to the United States, now training out of the Las Vegas Combat Academy, and right away, Yokoi looking for the clinch.
He tries to keep him away from him, but Yokoi is pushing.
Has him along the ropes.
Yeah, Yokoi really needs to take down here. I think Heath on his feet is better than Yokoi, although you never know, of course, you know. See, that's a looping left hand there. You know, if it connects, could be trouble.
Yokoi impressed a lot of people with his performance against Nogueira in the opening round of the heavyweight tournament. In fact, suffering his only loss in MMA, following 10 straight victories. There
Nice right
he
hand.
connects with the right, and now, like a puncher smelling blood, goes immediately after Yokoi with a barrage of knees, boss.
Whoa! Oh, but it's going to be over. If he keeps going like this, no, Yokoi looks like he recoups. Oh, that was a good knee right there, and another one.
And the scouting report reads that Herring is most devastating on the mat with knees to the head, and that is exactly his modus operandi right now.
And it's
the
over.
referee has stopped this fight.
Break! Break! Time stop! Break!
The referee is calling a timeout, maybe perhaps because of the fact that Herring was hitting him with knees to the back of the head.
Yes, you're
I thought
absolutely
that
right.
for a moment he had stopped the fight, but Herring is now pleading his case, saying, wait a minute, I didn't hit him with knees to the back of the head.
And look at Yokoi. Yokoi is pretty out there. He is still very drowsy. Oh, he falls back into his corner.
Look at Herring is now saying, look at Yokoi. There's some controversy here immediately to kick off Pride 28 High Octane. And
Right
we are
hand.
seeing a
There
lot
it
of
is.
action. There's a replay, boss.
Yeah, that was the right hand that set it all up. And now we dived in. And this was the old Heath Herring, what
Yes.
we talked about in the opening, the ground and pound. You know, knees for the side mount. Oh, this is very good in favor for Heath Herring here. He cannot be too hungry.
He wanted to put on a show for the fans. Yokoi now going for the trip takedown, puts in a weak knee of his own to the solar plexus of Herring. Yokoi now just really fighting to stay alive here.
Yeah, Heath Herring has to push himself away. He has to create distance. Get out of there. No clinching. This is very good, body shots, but you got to watch out for that hook trip that Yokoi does.
Now Herring creates a distance, looks for that left hand. And the fans here enjoying the action thus far. And Yokoi, give him credit.
Oh,
There's
another
another
right.
right, and that brings him to his knees. There's another knee to the head. And again, it is to the back of the head, boss, but that is more because of the positioning of Yokoi.
And it's going to
It
be
is
over. It's over. Heath Herring won. Wow. Well, we can say he's back.
Texas Crazy Horse Heath Herring with a tremendous victory over Hirotaka Yokoi in absolutely dominating fashion at 1 minute and 55 seconds of the opening round. Heath Herring destroys Yokoi to kick off High Octane.
Wow. Yep. This is the old Heath Herring. If he continues like this again, wow. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Totally.
You know, boss, there were a lot of rumors that Heath Herring wasn't into the fight game anymore. A lot of talk that Heath Herring would maybe giving up the fight game. Forget about that. This guy still has a very long career ahead of him, and he just proved it with a very convincing victory over a very spirited fighter in Hirotaka Yokoi.
Yes, because Yokoi, in our book, he's one of the rising stars here in Japan. And don't worry about this loss. It doesn't mean anything. He will be back. And he will be back with a bang. And we got another replay here. What's going to happen? I think it was a right again that set it up. Boom, there we go, see? The right hook. And now It's all over again. The same, exactly same thing that he did after the first knockdown with that right straight, but now it was a right hook.
Very tenacious attack by Heath Herring as we take a look at the replay again. That right cross just catches him on the side of the head, and Heath Herring all over him.
Yep.
The barrage of knees again, and finally the referee steps in and stops this fight at 1 minute and 55 seconds of the opening round. What a way to kick off Pride 28. Heath Herring recording the victory. And in the ring with them now, Core Hemmers from Golden Glory, and Ricardo Perez and Sergio Pena from the Las Vegas Combat Academy. Heath Herring talked about needing the change of scenery, boss, and it looks like the home cooking of the United States is doing him well as a dominating victory here to kick off this Pride pay-per-view.
Look at the knees that he's raining down. You know, he's creating a lot of space. You can see that the replay. Lots of space to travel for the knee. That means the longer it travels, the harder it is.
And I've just been squirted by Heath Herring. He kept his promise, saying that he would celebrate by dousing me with his water bottle. So congratulations to Heath Herring. I wish it would have been champagne or beer at least, but it's good old-fashioned H2O. And again, he definitely will salute the Las Vegas Combat Academy, Ricardo Perez and Sergio Pena, obviously helping him out as Heath Herring recording a big win here at High Octane. The last time we saw Ricardo Arona in action, he was on the receiving end of one of the most devastating power bomb slams in the history of mixed martial arts. It cost him a shot at Pride's middleweight title. So tonight, he wants to, well, get back in the title hunt as he takes on a debuting fighter from Russia in Sergey Ignatev. Needless to say, boss, not much is known about the fighter from Russia.
You're absolutely right. The only thing we know is Brazilian top team and the Russian top team. And also, I know another little thing, and that's Arona. He is phenomenal on the ground. For the rest, this fight is a big question mark for me.
All right, we're going to find out if Arona can avenge his only loss in Pride Fighting Championships, and we're going to find out right now. All right, boss, we see the return of Ricardo Arona in this match.
Yep, and that's going to be against this person, Sergey Ignatev.
And Ignatev is 33, 5'9", 222 pounds, making his debut in Pride. Arona is 26, 5'11", 207 pounds, 3-1 in Pride Fighting Championships. The loss, as we look at Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira sitting ringside here in Pride Fighting Championships High Octane. The loss Arona suffered was, well, the devastating powerbomb slam at the hands of Quinton Jackson, which KO'd him at Critical Countdown in June and cost him the shot at Wanderlei Silva's middleweight title, which of course is on the line tonight in the main event against Jackson. Of course, Arona claims the headbutt at the end of the slam is what knocked him out, and we'll talk about that if we have a chance to during this fight. But Ignatev, boss, we don't know too much about this fighter from Russia.
No, what we do know, he's coming from a very good camp, so that's one thing for sure. Oh, look at that nice high kick there. It missed, but it means he has the capability to kick you in the head.
Of course, Arona, a great pedigree from the Brazilian top team. Many accomplishments in his storied career. Winner of the 2001 Abu Dhabi Submission Wrestling Absolute and 2001 under 98 kilogram class division championships. Also the current super fight champion at ADCC will take on Dean Lister at the 2005 championships. A seasoned grappler, works the ground like a technician, but right now is content to engage in a stand-up with Ignatev.
That was a good right low kick there from Arona.
Now Ignatev comes at him, but there's a nice takedown by Arona.
Right away.
Instantly to the, well,
yeah,
side.
almost.
Oh, no, he has him in the, yeah, there he is. Looking for the side control.
But Ignatev knows that it's not a good thing to let Arona be in, so he is desperately going there. And it's working. It's working. He's going to get him in the guard. It's a half butterfly guard right now. There's the hole. Let me see. I
I
cannot
think
see
it's
the other
butterfly
end.
guard right now.
Yeah, both legs. He's going to try to pass it. As you can see. Oh. Now he's got the guard. But knowing Arona, he probably will escape this.
Wide base by Arona right now, and you're right, boss, just raining down those shots. But Ignatev doing the right thing as well, trying to close the distance. But there's Arona with those devastating right hands. Oh, nice strikes. Nice body shot.
That's what I want to see. Oh, and another one. Good job here by Arona. Very good.
Arona's 8-2 in MMA. The one loss to Jackson, as we mentioned. The other loss was to Fyodor Emelianenko in a rings event in 2000. So he's had a great track record.
Yeah, you saw that Ignatev going for an armbar, but I don't think that's going to happen here with Arona.
Oh man, really those shots right to the abdomen.
This is what we want to have. Look at
Right
this.
to the hooks.
How fast
Rear
he
mount.
stepped it in.
Beautiful fluid motion there by Arona. Now does he have both hooks in? No, he has a one hook. And it's a high mount here, boss.
Very high, yep. Very high back mount. See what he can do with it. Ignatev is doing a good one. Is this? I've never seen that. Grabbing the leg, he's going to put it. Wow, very smart. That is nice. Yeah, he's going to look for a submission. It's going to be difficult with the gloves.
Of course,
He's going to go for armbar.
Him, but 15 pounds, actually looking for the Nakamura here, I think.
No, I think he's going to go straight down, but not anymore. I thought an armbar from the top. Which is a very dangerous thing to do because you might lose your position if you go for that.
Nice heel strike to the abdomen.
And see, he stays on his back. Whatever Ignatev is doing, he stays on his back.
Great balance, great positioning being exhibited by Arona. Already some severe discoloring on the thigh, the left thigh of Ignatev. And look at Arona, boss, just, moving like water. And again, great sense of ring presence and great positioning by Arona. Staying in the guard now, and it looks like the referee's going to move them back to the center of the ring, boss.
Yep. The stop, don't move rule in the Pride Fighting Championships. If you're too close to the ropes, they will restart you in the center of the ring. In the same position, of course. Arona is complaining there. He said, my arm wasn't caught. But yeah, now it is.
Underhook. Now Arona very tenacious while in Ignatev's guard. Ignatev, meanwhile, scrambling underneath. Trying to just stave off this onslaught by Arona. Nice. Really mixing it up here well. Arona came in tremendous shape, boss. Thick 6% body fat, if you can believe it.
Yeah, he looks like it. He's always in a phenomenal shape. He's looking for the side mount here, and it looks like he can have it. Look at that leg of Ignatev. The half guard now. No, he's really working it. Ignatev won't let him. He says, no, 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 no.
Now he's reaching far side there.
He's going for maybe armbar, reverse figure four or figure four, which you can apply from a half guard if you do it the right way.
There's looking for the sweep as Ignatev. He gives him his back instead, and very precarious position here when you're in the ring against the likes of Arona. Possibly susceptible to a rear naked choke here as he just flattens him out now, boss. Halfway through round one. Continuing to strike with the left hand as Arona now with the right as well. And Ignatev so far has been dominated by Ricardo Arona here in round one, boss.
Yep, getting the hooks off is pretty easy actually in this position. The only thing that Ignatev has to do is stretch one leg, and then both hooks will flip out. One hook actually will stay in, but you can turn them, reverse them very easy then.
We were told that Ignatev has a Sambo and Judo background. Of course, Arona with the BJJ background. Member of the highly touted Brazilian top team. Co-founder Mario Sperry in his corner. What can Ignatev do right now, boss, from this position with a guy like Arona on his back?
Yeah, not a lot. What he's doing is right. He's defending first life.
And he's not really defending well right now. 4 minutes remaining in round one. Will Ignatev be able to survive the steady attack of Ricardo Arona? Now he's able to turn it. Arona looking for the armbar. Oh, nice heel strike there from the bottom. Now it's Ignatev inside the open guard of Ricardo Arona, and the fans applauding here at Saitama Super Arena. A huge crowd in attendance for Pride 28.
Yeah, but I don't know why they applaud, because Arona is very good from having somebody in his guard.
And maybe that's why they're applauding, just the fact that Ignatev has been able to survive thus far. You know, the Japanese crowd, very educated, very respectful.
You see, going for leg locks in that kind of position is a very dangerous thing to do. You might lose position, as you can see right here.
But Sambo is his background, so perhaps he'll try it.
Yeah,
just
but
because.
Sambo also, in Sambo you wear a gi. You have a long pants, and the legs, you know, you cannot pull it out that easy. If you wear no gi, you know, it's sweaty, you pull out a leg lock very easy.
All right, they're back standing. There's another kick delivered by Arona. We haven't seen much in the way of the stand-up game from Ignatev. But then again, it has been virtually one-sided so far. Again, Ricardo Arona with plenty to prove, he says. He feels he earned a moral victory against Quinton Jackson in their fight at Critical Countdown, even though he was the victim of that devastating powerbomb slam where he lost the #1 contendership to Jackson. He thought until that, oh, nice overhand right. And a knee!
Oh, and it's a hit. This could be the end.
Wow, a nice overhand right, followed that up with a beautiful knee to the head, and Arona back in familiar territory here.
He jumps into the mount. Now it's trouble. We got 2 minutes left in round number one.
And this is trouble right now because he has the full mount, top position now by Arona, and he could continue to rain down those strikes, boss. Look at him.
Yeah, and he's got perfect balance too, you know, so.
And he gets his back now.
Yep.
And there's a rear naked choke.
It could be under. Let me see.
He's looking to slip in the rear naked choke, and you know, boss, what Ignatev has to do here is just, well, actually, he hasn't even cinched it in, does he?
No, he haven't, no, maybe now, no. What Arona also can do is go around his jaw and then just pull his Ignatev's jaw in his own throat. It's a good thing to do too. See,
it looks like he's about to tap, and he does. Ricardo Arona looks very impressive, and Arona submits Sergey Ignatev with a rear naked choke at 8 minutes and 37 seconds of round one. Ricardo, the Brazilian Tiger Arona, defeats Sergey Ignatev.
Yep, and I think that it was the thing that I said. I think he pulled his own jaw in his throat. I don't think that his arm was actually underneath the jaw. Let's see if we can see it in the replay. And Arona was receiving a yellow card, and that probably is because he was holding the choke on too long.
Until even after the bell. I think, like I say, Arona still very angry, boss, for what transpired at Critical Countdown, and really wanting to send a message saying, you know what, I should be the #1 contender, and I'm going to prove it to you guys tonight.
Yeah, and he didn't want to take a risk. He had to choke, and even though they were tapping, he said, okay, I'm not going to let this go, because otherwise they're going to let me lose again.
Yeah. And now he's showing some sportsmanship, though, going over and embracing his opponent. Let's go to the replay, boss, and see if you can see it here.
Let's see if it goes underneath. Now he's going to sink it in first with his left, I believe. And then he's going to reverse it with the right. Let me see. Yeah, we can't see it from here. There's the armbar attempt, but it didn't work. Pulled right away out. Nice, those kicks are very good. He did that to Quinton Rampage Jackson, too. See, now he's got the choke in, but we don't really know if it's underneath the jaw or not. You see, and he's tapping. Is it under this one? No, I don't think it's under. I really believe it's the choke that I said. With the own jaw. It's a lot of power. As you can see, Arona is built as a machine. He has got a lot of power in him.
Arona chokes out Ignatev, remains a top contender for the Pride World Middleweight Championship. Arona victorious here at Pride Fighting Championships High Octane.
Real fights.
Here we go. Brings him to the floor. There's a kick and it is over.
Real athletes.
Oh, look at the kick.
Pride Fighting Championships Bushido 5. See the fights that everyone's talking about. From devastating kicks, hard-hitting slams, to brutal knockouts. These warriors are once again ready for battle. The fight spirit is alive in Bushido 5. Premiering November 19th on pay-per-view.
Tonight you take on Alexander Emelianenko. I'm sure you are very familiar with the last name Emelianenko, his brother, the Pride Heavyweight Champion. Usually he dwarfs his opponents. He's a big boy, but you're not known as the Colossus for nothing. How do you feel you match up with your opponent tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a lot of DVDs of him. He's very good at takedowns. He's, like you say, he's a big, strong guy, but so am I. There's a lot to him, but then again, there's a lot to me, so I think it's going to be a hell of a fight.
What are your strengths as a fighter?
I'm very strong. I cross-train everything. So jiu-jitsu, wrestling, stand-up fighting. I'd say my biggest strength is the fact I won't give up. I have a lot of heart, and I think you'll see that. Well, I know you'll see that.
And if you had your druthers, where would you see this fight going? What kind of a fight do you want to see happen between you and Emelianenko?
One where I win.
Do you prefer it standing? Do you want to go to the ground with him? How do you want this to pan out?
Like I say, I cross-train, but I prefer it standing. But like I say, I'm ready for anything, so we'll see what happens.
Knockout or submission?
Knockout.
Okay, it's time to supersize the action here in Pride Fighting Championships as Alexander Emelianenko of Russia, fresh off that knockout loss to Mirko Cro Cop, takes on another fighter making his debut here tonight in James the Colossus Thompson of England. And they don't call him Colossus for nothing, boss. This guy is a big boy.
Big boy, 6'1". He's a brawler. He's very strong, 265 pounds. His opponent is in the same weight class. Alexander, though, he has 4 fights here at the Pride Fighting Championship, so I think maybe he has a little bit of the edge because he's fighting in front of a big crowd. And on top of that, he's the brother of Fedor Emelianenko. This fight is going to be a brawl.
It promises to be a good old-fashioned slugfest as Thompson wants to make a splash and Emelianenko is looking to get back on the winning track.
Whoa, look at him. And he's bored. He flips his eyes up. He goes like, oh, whatever.
Emelianenko is 23, 6'5", 264 pounds, 2-1 in Pride Fighting Championships. And there is Fyodor Emelianenko in the corner of his brother, and here is the stare down, and you're right, boss. Look at the contrasting styles. Thompson, very intense. Emelianenko, just another day at the office.
Yeah. You know, James Thompson is a debt collector. And, you know, by looking at him, you know right away, yeah, that's true.
He's a debt collector. He wants to collect a victory here tonight, while, again, Emelianenko doesn't look too concerned thus far. And here we go! And Thompson right away pulls into Emelianenko like a house on fire, and this is a slugfest.
I told you!
And Thompson is rocked by Emelianenko. And rocked big time, and it's over! And Thompson started off quickly, but Emelianenko, calm, cool, and collected, says, thanks, but you're knocked out, my friend.
This has to be the shortest fight in Pride history. Give it to me, Mauro.
An even dozen seconds, and Alexander Emelianenko, yeah, it was just a regular day at the office. Doesn't even break a sweat. James Thompson goes down in 12 seconds. His debut, very, very short.
Now, it wasn't beautiful, But it was what I said. It was a brawl. Only the brawl. Yeah,
Look at Fyodor Emelianenko. We hardly ever see these guys smile. Fyodor Emelianenko has an ear-to-ear grin on his face, and my goodness, let's take a look at the entire fight, shall we, boss?
Yeah, hopefully in slow motion, so we stretch it a little bit more.
Let's go to the replay first, and like a bull in a china shop, James the Colossus Thompson going crazy here. Go for it, boss.
Wow! He saw the takedown, the trip, and now they're just clashing it out. And let's see what it was. Oh, it was the right hook. It was the right hook. Went down. Oh, yeah, he was gone before that. The right hook did how you said it was the pre-up for all the rest that he gave. Look at this. It's not pretty, like I said, but it's effective. And now he comes. Bam! No. Oh, that left was really the one that sent him to the canvas. And again, let's see it. Whoa. Always keep your eyes open, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we won't be giving it an award for the prettiest knockout of the year, but we can tell you that maybe for Volume 2 of Hardcore Knockouts, it may make the cut. But it definitely want to remind you that Hardcore Knockouts Volume 1 will be airing December 10th on pay-per-view. And there is the Pride Heavyweight Champion, Fyodor Emelianenko.
Yep.
Alexander Emelianenko with a crunching knockout of this man, James Thompson, picks up the win at Pride 28 High Octane.
What's next? What do you think is next for Alexander Emelianenko? What would you think? A good matchup, maybe the winner. No, not the winner. Like, imagine that Josh Barnett would win. That would be a great fight.
Well, the Demolition Man has made his way back to Pride Fighting Championships, and Alistair Overeem, you're coming off, your last appearance was in the 2003 middleweight tournament, a loss to Chuck Liddell of the UFC. How has the past 12 months been for you?
Oh, I've been training a lot. Didn't have many fights because of some injuries, and training a lot, improving my skills, and I'm just anxious to get back in there and show the people what I got.
Now you're taking on Hiromitsu Kanehara, who is a Japanese striker. In his last outing, he was, a human punching bag for Mirko Cro Cop here in Pride. But you and him match up. I know that you love to strike as well, coming from Holland, who the country's known for their strikers. What added incentive do you have, knowing that he was the man who knocked out your brother Valentine 4 years ago? Are you using that for added incentive going into this fight tonight?
I'm going to use everything to add the intensive to the fight, and I saw the fight with him and Cro Cop. It lasted for 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna do it in 3 minutes.
Next up, we have Hiromitsu Kanehara taking on Alistair Overeem. Now, it's the Demolition Man Overeem, boss, taking on the Smiling Killer. And it's an interesting nickname for Kanehara, boss, because the last time we saw him in action was against Mirko Cro Cop. And he wasn't exactly the Smiling Killer, although he was smiling while being killed, so to speak.
Yeah, one thing we know about Kanehara, he can take a beating. That's one thing for sure. Now, Alistair is coming off a loss here at the Pride Fighting Championships against Chuck Liddell. That was his only loss he had. But he has been fighting in between. 3 fights, 3 wins. I think the Demolition Man is here to come back.
Yeah, and Overeem does have added incentive going into tonight's fight because in 2000, Kanehara knocked out his brother Valentine. So we'll find out what happens as Overeem takes on Kanehara. That's coming up.
right, the last time we saw Alistair Demolition Man Overeem was in the first round of the Pride Middleweight Tournament. Many people call it the most exciting tournament in mixed martial arts history. He gave the UFC's Iceman Chuck Liddell a heck of a fight, but in the end he was knocked out. But Overeem has spent the last year actually traveling the world. He has traveled to Brazil, parts of Canada, including Montreal and Toronto, has been to New York, the Czech Republic, and Switzerland, and has finally found his way back to Japan for his matchup tonight against Hiromitsu Kanehara.
And there he is, from Holland with love. He's wearing the orange color, which is the Dutch color, and of course he's coming in with a big sledgehammer. Looking really relaxed. In his corner is going to be Lucien Carbin. He's been training with him a lot. So that means we're going to see, again, a lot of flying knees from Alistair Overeem.
One of the most physically gifted fighters in MMA and a very impressive record to boot. 21 wins, only 3 losses. And Boss, not very shy in giving us a prediction about the fight tonight. He predicts a knockout in 3 minutes or less.
Yep, hey, and he has the capability for it. What we do know of his opponent is that he can take a beating. But Alistair, if he plays his cards right and he goes for the body with the flying knees and the crazy punches that he possesses, all that striking skill, should could end the fight. He has to watch out though that he's not going to run out of gas, because like I said, that Kanehara, he can take a beating.
Aka corner より金原ひろみ選手の入場です。
And his opponent's about to make his way to the ring, the smiling killer Hiromitsu Kanehara. He's been in Pride on 2 other occasions. In his debut, his corner threw in the towel after he was being beaten by current Pride middleweight champion Wanderlei Silva at Pride 23 in 2002. Of course, Silva headlines this card in a rematch against Rampage Jackson. The title, of course, is up for grabs in tonight's main event. And the last time we saw him, well, he was a human punching bag being used by Mirko Cro Cop in a one-sided decision win by the Croatian sensation at Bushido 3. Now, talking about Bushido, Boss, the last Bushido, well, it's coming up, Bushido 5. You can catch it on Friday, November 19th. It's being headlined by the latest Japanese superstar, Takanori Gomi, against Charles Crazy Horse Bennett, also on the card. It'll be Carlos Newton, the return of Ice Cold Igor Vovchanchin. It'll be on Friday, November 19th, Bushido 5. And Kanehara, by the way, in his loss to Cro Cop, needed to go to hospital. A left kick by Cro Cop opened up a 1-inch gash on his elbow, needed hospital treatment to prevent infection. He told me that you could see the bone in his elbow.
What did he do against Wanderlei Silva? He lost, but how?
They threw in the towel.
They threw in the towel, okay.
195センチ、92.2 キロ。アリスター・
Overeem is 24, 6'6", 205 pounds, 3-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
178センチ、90.8 キロ。
Kanehara is 34, 5'10", 200 pounds, 0-2 in Pride. So, Boss, Overeem has the reach advantage, youth on his side, but Kanehara definitely the partisan favorite here at the Saitama Super Arena.
Look how tall Overeem is, and he's only 205 pounds. What is it, a 5-pound difference between these 2 fighters? But he looks way bigger.
He's a submission specialist, is Kanehara, a decent striker. Trained Muay Thai, the Mecca of Muay Thai, Thailand.
Flying knee coming.
Also trained Jiu-Jitsu with Enson Inoue, but yeah, definitely the striker is Overeem as well. And again, he predicted a knockout in 3 minutes or less. Let's see if that prediction comes to fruition. There's that flying knee that Boss Rune predicted.
Corner is telling him that he should need a head now. Whoa, there's one. Very good sprawl. And another knee. And another knee. He's got the he's got the choke. He's got the guillotine. He's got him in. He's got him in. And this is how he won his last fight in Holland.
That's right. He beat Rodney Faveras in 90 seconds with a guillotine choke to become the too-hot-to-handle light heavyweight world champion. We saw Rodney Faveras on a Bushido show, and you're right, that's how he beat him. But now they're standing. Nice knee delivered to the jaw of Kanehara.
Yeah, it just glanced off. He should just keep standing. If they do this to you, you know, just keep standing and let him fall on his back. There's no way that he can keep the guard around you.
And they're telling him now to let him stand, bring him back to his feet. And that's what the referee will instruct him to do.
Nice opening here, round number 1.
There's another knee. Into the clinch, underhooks, nice takedown.
Nice.
Into side control.
Yeah, he for sure, from Holland, he's the new talent from Holland.
And you know, in Holland, your native land there, boss, you guys are all about strikers.
Yeah, and that's why, but he knows his submissions too. Look how the side control, how he keeps it. Oh, Kanehara's doing a real good job here to get him back into the guard.
There's another close guard now. But again, you're talking about a 6-inch. Make that an 8-inch advantage in height for Overeem, boss.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, especially when you get long arms, long legs, they're looking for an armbar right here. It's very smart. Get up. You're more acceptable for armbars on leg hooks. That was cool. He says, get up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Overeem is smart to do what he's doing. This is going to play a huge advantage for Overeem.
Oh, look at that. He's got 40 seconds left if he wants to finish this fight within 3 minutes. And he's got the guillotine again. He's got the leg locked up. So if it's underneath there, he could finish it now. It looks like it's under there. We can't see it from this camera angle. Yeah, I believe it is.
It looks like Kanehara may be able to pop his head out here.
Yeah, he's going to pop it out. He's going to pop it out.
He releases the grip. And
look what Alistair does right away. Let the half guard go and sprawls out.
And Overeem has 6 seconds to prove he's Nostradamus here, boss.
Yeah, he's going to go fast now.
Now the prediction is, okay, 7 minutes remaining in round 1, and now he has his back. Nice knee delivered to the side of the head, and another one.
Very smart corner here. Martijn de Jong is telling him watch out, because if you let him do what he wants to do, he will go for a leg lock, which was absolutely right. Martijn de Jong is very good too on the ground.
Overeem really dictating the pace of this fight, and back to the half guard now as he
mount position.
Well, now it is a full mount by Overeem, so definitely Overeem
now
pressing
he should
this
start raining
fight.
bombs. He should start raining bombs. Don't let him go and turn on his belly. He should go.
Well, maybe
like
looking for the armbar.
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Now in the half guard. Okay, boss, you're fighting a guy much bigger, longer limbs. What does Kanehara have to do here to maybe look for a sweep or anything? What should he be doing?
It's very difficult. Right now he's in the half guard. He has Alistair in the half guard. It's very hard to escape this. Nice shot there, like an uppercut, but then from the top position.
I mean, we know that Kanehara can take a shot after the beating we watched him absorb at the hands of Mirko Cro Cop, but
if I was Overeem right now, I would try to pass that half guard. Oh, he's doing it right now. See? He's going to try. You have to stretch that leg and push it out, push the knee from Kanehara and try to get out. Kanehara should try to get the guard, full guard, because this is dangerous for him.
And there is added incentive here on the part of Alistair Overeem, because Kanehara holds a knockout victory over Alistair's brother Valentine Overeem, although Valentine also knocked out Kanehara. And let's not forget that Kanehara is no pushover. In rings, he holds victories over the likes of Dave Monet and Jeremy Horn. So he has been in there with some good fighters. He's also lost lost to accomplished fighters like Matt Hughes, Ricardo Arona, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and Mario Sperry. So he is a very accomplished fighter. And right now, we're halfway through round one, and he is hanging in there with Overeem, but unable to get on track is Hiromitsu Kanehara.
Yeah, Overeem should should use his long arms. Left straight, right hook, things like that. Not that flying knee all the time. Oh, that's a nice right hand.
Catches the kick and puts him on the ground.
This is exactly the game plan that Overeem must play. Kanehara really needs to take him down and go and land on top. Oh, nice knee to the body there. Did you see that?
Yep, and Kanehara just wants to bring it to the ground. It seemed almost going for the guillotine there again was Overeem, but Overeem's like, no, forget it, get up. He's doing the Cro Cop here thing.
Yeah, I just want to say it.
He's doing the Cro Cop.
Took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Great minds, boss.
Oh,
Nice.
low
kick delivered there, and now goes behind waistlock. Are you impressed with Overeem thus far, though, here, boss? It's been almost a year since we've seen him in Pride.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. He's got a very good sprawl.
See, again, is this benefit Kanehara what he's doing by bringing Overeem to this position into his guard?
At least it's better than getting a beating on his feet. That's one thing I can say. And now,
But he's posturing up, getting back to his feet, and Overeem says, okay, my friend, you know what? I want to strike. I want to fight. I want to put on a show for these fans who paid their money, and it's another huge throng in attendance here at Saitama Super Arena for Pride 28 High Octane. And again, we invite you to join us on Friday, November 19. Bushido 5, another great big strike. And Kanehara now just fighting to survive here. Great. Do you see the way he moved into side control there? Now trapping his left arm.
With the knee, very nice. He's doing a very good job here. Yeah, he has to pull out though. He has to create distance. Like I always say, more power with it. Look how he sprawls now.
Looking for the guillotine. And he's had this position a few times in the first round. Less than 3 minutes remaining now in the opening 10 minutes of this matchup between Alistair Demolition Man Overeem of Holland and Japan's Hiromitsu Kanehara. Kanehara looking for his first win in Pride, while Overeem looks to improve to 4-1. The only loss coming to Chuck the Iceman Liddell from the UFC in last year's middleweight tournament.
Here the half guard. It looks like Alistair wants to escape the back door, so to say, underneath.
And this is the first
doing it the other way around.
Yeah, nice reversal, nice knee, and a nice kick delivered by Kanehara. His first sign of life here offensively.
That's what Alistair should do also, front kick. Very nice move here from Kanehara.
You know what Kanehara does represent, though, boss? He's like the poster boy for the Japanese fighting spirit, the heart. This guy never gives up. Yep. I mean, he is unbelievable in that sense.
Kick him.
There's a stomp delivered by Overeem. So he's showcasing a little Mirko Cro Cop, a little Sakuraba, a little Silva. You know, this guy's, and of course, let's face it, he's a great fighter in his own right. Is Alistair Demolition Man Overeem, only 24 years of age.
He doesn't even look tired.
He doesn't?
He has to, look at him. Let's get a cigarette or a beer or something in between. Wow, if he plays his cards right, he can...
Nice middle kick delivered right to the middle of the abdomen. Now he goes behind waistlock. Nice spin takedown there by Overeem. And now looking for the armbar, though. Kanehara with the Kimura attempt.
No, he should roll over. He should just roll over. Attempt.
Now he's pulling it out, and no danger whatsoever. The fans thought for a moment we could see another move-made miracle here, boss.
Yeah. He has got 1 minute left in the first round. He should start raining bombs now. Those are not bombs.
45 seconds left in the opening round. Alistair Overeem systematically taking apart Hiromitsu Kanehara, but Kanehara now in the last couple of minutes had a few opportunities, but right now finds himself in trouble again. The figure four, waist lock, and now maybe looking for the rear naked choke is Overeem.
Yeah, but it's very difficult. I'm saying this over and over again. With these gloves, it's very difficult to choke somebody, especially if you know how to defend a choke.
But we have seen it on more than one occasion, Boss Lieutenant.
We saw it, but the last one we saw with Arona, I don't know if it was really underneath the jaw.
True enough. Final 10 seconds here, and it looks like they're just going to wait it out, boss, and go to round number 2, although nice heel strike there right to the hip. Oh, and to the head. Nicely done.
Never saw that in my life.
Yeah, beautiful.
Cauliflower ear time.
Yep, good round there for Alistair Overeem, and again, Kanehara showing some heart, but he'll have to definitely turn it up a notch, boss.
Look, and I look here at the corner. You people at home can't see it, but I look at the corner of Alistair. He's not even breathing.
No, he's not even sweating. I mean, unbelievable.
He's in a perfect shape. 2 more rounds coming up. 5-minute rounds. Well, if it keeps going like this, but Alistair has to watch out for that, you know, that Kimura that he made really fast. You cannot get caught in that one. Once it's on, it's on.
All right, we're going to go to the replay here momentarily, boss, and when we do, and you describe it as we are right now, go through it, and then I want to ask you a couple of questions regarding each fighter. Go and describe the action.
Yeah, what can I say? He gave him the knee, delivered the knee, and now start raining the knees on the head, same as Heath Herring did, going for the guillotine choke. He feels that it's under, you see, and that's why he jumps guard. At least one leg around Kanehara. Look at this. Oh, I thought that was that Kimura. Oh, look at this. Oh, if that hits, that's going to be over. And here we go for that lock. Up, reverse figure 4, you see. But you know what? Kanehara also didn't have him locked, so even when it would have been on now, Alistair simply could have made a forward roll and then rolled out.
Good point. Okay, sorry, boss, go ahead.
No, it's the same move. And again, he's trying it again, you see. But if you make this move, so for future references for everybody,
just roll through.
And make sure, know that if you are making the lock, make sure that you at least catch one leg of the opponent.
Right, and
so he can't roll out.
That's right. Okay, boss, you're 5'4", or make that 34, 5'10", 200 pounds. You're facing Alistair Overeem. You've endured what Kanehara did in the first round. What will you do in the second round differently to get yourself into this match?
I really can't tell because till this far, Overeem is doing everything that's perfect. I mean, the sprawls are perfect. It's very difficult for Kanehara to take him down, but Kanehara definitely has to take the fight to the ground and make sure that he ends up in the top position.
But see, that's the thing. We've seen him try to take the fight to the ground, but all it ends up is in his guard, and he's unable to do anything from that point. So you don't want him to engage in a stand-up here with Overeem, obviously, because of the reach advantage. See, there he is. He goes right to his back. And obviously Overeem doesn't want anything to do with that.
No, he says, why would I take the risk?
Exactly. So Kanehara here is kind of in a, damned if I do, damned if I don't situation. There's a kick, and they both go for a kick.
Yeah, he should do more a front kick. Alistair should. Kanehara came in round 1, also with that front kick. That was a smart move too. Look at this.
And really, I mean, in watching Overeem do what he did in the first round, he should almost turn it up a notch now too, boss, and really become more aggressive, I think.
Yeah, but he will. Look at Alistair is looking at his corner and saying, okay, tell me what to do. And his corner is just telling him what to do.
You look over, a nice knee there, but again, not much behind it. Now he clinches up, and there's a tie clinch now by Alistair Overeem, and with the dominant position, reining in some knees.
That's the front kick, what I said.
You look over his 24 fights, 21 wins, 3 losses. Overeem has an even distribution, boss, of submissions and knockouts.
Yep, and he's got a side mount. Cross facing right now, start raining the knees to the body.
There's a knee to the side of the face.
Knee to the body, that's what the corner says.
Maybe going to north-south position here too, if he has the opportunity.
That's what he should do, the body. But then make it a hit.
Now there he is, now moving to north-south position a little bit. Knee to the head, nice, to the top of the head. Oh man, right at the bridge of the nose.
Yeah, you can feel it here.
There he is in north and south position now. And maybe slip into the guillotine position again.
Nice sprawl out again. Yeah, this is total domination. You should forget about that guillotine.
Ankle pick, misses by Kanehara. Again, that butt scoot's doing nothing for Kanehara, so I think frustration beginning to set in now for Hiromitsu Kanehara. There's a tie clinch, a couple of knees, boss.
Oh, that one knee could be the knee that dropped him there. Oh, that's a nice sucker kick. And yes, we do play sucker in Holland a lot.
How'd you do in the last World Cup? Oh, I forgot you guys in advance.
Yes, absolutely. Where was Canada, by the way? That doesn't matter.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left in round number 2. Overeem ducks the left hand, goes behind again. There's another knee. And really, that's been the story of this fight. Overeem's ability to knee strike. Beautiful.
Oh, and he's bleeding now, Kanehara.
Yeah, nice soccer kick.
Nice sucker kicks.
Misses with the ankle pick again. Another sock, and really just a barrage, a beating being delivered here by Alistair Overeem with the knees and the soccer kicks, boss. And look at his nose. He is just, again, we've seen this before. Hiromitsu Kanehara being destroyed by the striker.
I think Alistair should use his hands now. Should use more hands than the knees. Forget about, oh, that knee actually was right to the solar plexus. Nice to the hand.
I mean, a lesser fighter would be knocked out, but this is Hiromitsu Kanehara. I don't know what he's made of.
Yeah.
This is what we saw with Mirko Cro Cop, the same thing.
One thing for sure, this is not healthy.
No, and we tried to ask his wife about it during the interview session. Timeout being called, and when we asked her what it's like to watch your husband fighting, she turned a bit of a white-collar boss, but didn't want to answer the question.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, look at that cut. This fight's going to be stopped, boss.
Oh, yes, it's a big
That
cut.
is a deep gash. And again, here at Pride Fighting Championships, we have a wonderful medical crew, and the safety of the fighter is paramount as we go to the replay. That knee is what did the damage.
Yep, that's the knee.
And if there is...
It's going to be over.
Yeah, darn. That's...
It's a big cut. And his nose, too.
It's over. The fight is being waved off by the referee, and Alistair Demolition Man Overeem makes a successful return to Pride Fighting Championships here in round number 2. The referee stops the fight. He improves to 4-1 in Pride Fighting Championships.
Look at the nose and the cut underneath the eye of Kanehara.
And in his second consecutive fight, Hiromitsu Kanehara takes a brutal beating, and really, how much more can he endure in his career? I mean, he can't take beating after beating like this, boss. If you take a look at the replay.
Yeah, look at that knee to the body. You saw him crunching going forward. That really hurt him. That knee was right on the bottom. That was the knee for sure. It was right there underneath his left, under his right eye. Look at this. One, there's the first knee to the solar plexus, and this knee was the one right on the bottom. Here, boom, not this one. That was the first one he gave. That's just the knee, see? That was the knee that made the cut. Mouthpiece was flying out, also not very...
Alistair Overeem, boss, weighs 205 pounds.
It's crazy.
It's a middleweight division that's stacked here in Pride Fighting Championships. Does he become a contender with a performance like this?
For sure, and like you said in the beginning of the opening of this fight, against Chuck Liddell, he did really good until he got caught. But before that, I think he was dominating the fight. So I think he's going to be a major force. What is his age?
He's 24.
24 years old. Come on, I started at 28.
All right, he's 24 and he's 4-1 in Pride Fighting Championship. The Dutch Demolition Man, Alistair Overeem, marks a successful return to Pride Fighting Championships.
I've been working a lot on different things, so we'll see what happens. Everyone says I got a big right hand, and I've worked a lot on my left hand, and I don't know. You can kind of see the difference of what happened. I think my left hand's bigger now.
You definitely must have been working rather diligently on that left hand. You must have been using the Boss Rutan workout on that left.
Yeah, I listen to his tapes at least 5-6 times a day.
Very well done. Now,
not a lot.
Let's talk about your opponent in Kazuhiro Nakamura, an up-and-coming fighter here in Japan. What do you know about him?
I think he's going to be a very tough opponent. He's probably going to end up going the distance. Hopefully not, but it seems like he can take a pretty good shot. I don't know if he's been hit as hard as I'm going to hit him, but it seems like he can take a good shot, and he keeps going. He's in good shape, so I think it'll be a good fight.
Now you mentioned, you say how hard you're going to hit him. Now wrestling obviously is being your bread and butter. You've had a decorated wrestling career, but people also know that you're a definite striker. And you mentioned your left hand, but we know that you're also possess a very deadly right hand. And do you think that Nakamura is going to want to engage with you in a stand-up come tonight?
I think he might obviously throw a few punches on his feet, but his objective will probably be to ground and pound me, pretty much what he did with Bustamante towards the end of their fight. Just kept taking him down and pounding on him. You know, especially after I hit him a few times, he's definitely going to want to try to do that, and I want to stay up on my feet and make it as exciting as possible.
Boss, this is a matchup a lot of MMA fans are talking about. The United States' Dan Hollywood Henderson finally returns to Pride, taking on Kazuhiro Nakamura, who has fans in Japan really excited about his future. What's the Rudin report on this matchup?
Okay, now this Rudin report is very close. I mean, Nakamura has got great punching abilities, and he's improving all the time. He hits. A lot of time he misses, but I'm telling you, if he hits, if he connects, you will go down. Same with Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson is a little bit more accurate. They're both good wrestlers, although, of course, Dan Henderson is the better wrestler here. Nakamura is very good on the ground with his submissions, but can he take the fight to the ground against a world-class wrestler like Dan Henderson? This fight is going to be very close.
Yes, Nakamura has tasted success, no doubt about it, but Henderson's the most complete fighter he has ever faced.
Another fan favorite here in Japan, and someone who's been away from Pride for almost a year. The last time was back at Final Conflict 2003, where he knocked out Murilo Bustamante in what, well, Bustamante thought was a controversial decision. He thought an intentional headbutt played a part. It's Dan Hollywood Henderson, a man who was the 1988 USA Junior Freestyle Champion, 1988 USA Junior Greco-Roman Champion, and boss, obviously, he's bringing some big fists to the fight tonight.
Yes, he has. Look at this, the Hulk is back. We had the Hulk at the beginning of the show, the nickname, and now we have the Hulk hands. But with a gi, Nakamura is probably going to wear a gi. Is he going to wear the gloves? I don't know.
No question, Henderson's strength is his wrestling skills, a two-time U.S. Olympic team member. In fact, such a good wrestler that even got to meet with the President of the United States at the time, Bill Clinton. And really a very, I don't want to say an underrated wrestler, boss, but or underrated MMA fighter, but this guy always brings the goods to Pride Fighting Championships. 5-3 in Pride, 14-3 in MMA, and his illustrious career has included wins over the likes of Carlos Newton at UFC 17 in 98, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira in the Rings King of Kings tournament in 99, Akira Shoji at Pride 14, and in fact at Pride 13, he did what no one has ever done before, knocking out a Gracie. His knockout of Renzo Gracie was also the first of Henderson's career. So this guy has really done it all, and really he wants a shot at the Pride World Middleweight Championship. And again, that middleweight title will be up for grabs tonight in our main event.
赤コーナーより中村和弘選手の入場です。
His opponent tonight, a youngster who is rapidly rising in the ranks of Japanese fighters. He was the All Japan 100 Kilo Division Judo champion. He's a protege of the 1992 Olympic gold medalist in Judo. We're talking about Hidehiko Yoshida, and of course, we're referring to Kazuhiro Nakamura.
Very exciting fighter, comes out with his gi. We don't know if he is going to wear his gi, but like you said in the beginning also, Dan Henderson, I truly believe is underrated because he's one of the top fighters in the world. But Nakamura is a rising star here at the Pride Fighting Championships, getting better and better with his hands and his ground skills, of course, coming from Yoshida. are unbelievable.
The last time we saw him was at Final Conflict 2004. He outworked Murlo Bustamante to garner the unanimous decision. He's worked on his striking with flyweight world boxing champion Oseki Kadoevi. He feels that Dan Henderson is the most complete fighter he will face, or has faced in his career thus far, but he doesn't feel any pressure taking on Hollywood Henderson. And there you see Hidehiko Yoshida follow him to the ring. And with someone like Yoshida in your corner, you know that you are definitely going to be one of the better trained fighters in the sport.
これより第7試合を行います。アコーナー180センチ、87.6キロ。ダン・ヘンダーソン。
Henderson is 34, 5'11", 195 pounds, 5-3 in Pride, and definitely receiving a nice reception here in Saitama Super Arena.
92.8 キロ。Nakamura!
Nakamura is 25, 5'10", 210 pounds, 4-2 in Pride. So, boss, a very important matchup for both fighters. Again, Henderson feels Nakamura is tough but not exceptional at any one thing. Nakamura, again, continues to impress everyone with his skills, but this is probably his stiffest test yet in MMA. Henderson with his sights set on a future title shot for the Pride World Middleweight title.
Yep, you said it right. Look at that. Henderson is just waiting for him while he was rushing him with the right uppercut.
While Henderson is known for his wrestling skills, he does possess very heavy hands.
Yep, and because of his fighting skills, his wrestling skills, it's very hard to take down. Look at this.
Look at that right hand, and right away, Nakamura goes for the shot, but Henderson wraps himself around Nakamura.
Very nice defense. Wow. What a balance. Look at this. Takes his back now. Now, to choke Nakamura, I think it's going to be a very difficult test. Whoa, he almost had it there. Look at this. Is he under? No, he's not. And you see, he's standing up. Just out of the blue, he just stands up.
We had heard rumors that Nakamura may be suffering from a bad knee. Those rumors, of course, would not be confirmed by Nakamura's camp, so we will just have to wait and see if that plays a factor. Wow! Nicely done. There's a knee delivered by Henderson, and of course, he will be definitely very aggressive from side control.
Whoa, look at those knees, David.
Already over!
Oh, something happened.
And now
there.
his shoulder may be dislocated here, boss.
You were right, Mauro. You said it before the fight. Something happened. It will be very fast.
At 1 minute and 15 seconds of the fight, Dan Henderson records the victory, but there is definite concern over the welfare of Kazuhiro Nakamura. I think his shoulder may be dislocated, boss.
Yes, I think so too. Maybe his shoulder or his collarbone. One of the two things. Yeah, he is in pain. It's probably from the big throw. Let's see the replay, see if we can figure out what exactly it was.
And it looks like, yeah, it may be the collarbone, boss, but let's not speculate until we have a second look at it here. But for Hollywood Dan Henderson, a successful return to Pride. He's definitely very happy.
Yeah, I will be happy like this. I mean, a minute and 15 seconds. That's a nice little payday right there. Okay, here we go. Here's the body lock, the head lock.
Rather unorthodox lock there. Let's
and now he's throwing him backwards.
Oh, yeah, ouch.
On the shoulder. Yep, he fell to the shoulder.
But that's not the shoulder that is injured. It's this left shoulder that is the one that's causing him problems right now.
Yep, I really can't tell what's going on. He grabs his shoulder like the collarbone. It looks like the collarbone.
Maybe the collarbone, you're right. But where would it have happened here? Because from this angle, there's a knee.
There's one knee that makes a real good impact. I think the third one, not this one. That was, yeah, this could have been the one on the collarbone. See it? Yeah, hard to say, hard to tell.
And of course, look at all the medical staff in the ring right away attending to Kazuhiro Nakamura. A heartbreaking loss for Nakamura, but again, suffering an injury here to bring about a stoppage in the fight. Dan Henderson in 1 minute and 15 seconds of this contest improves to 6-3 in Pride. And again, he will definitely move up the ranks. And for Nakamura, he's on his feet, he's a warrior. And he has dislocated his shoulder, we're being told.
Man, that's gotta hurt. I mean, you saw him on the floor, his feet were stamping on the mat. That means there's a lot of pain.
And you see being applied to his shoulders an ice pack by Ryo Chonan. Ryo Chonan will be on the card, Bushido 5 taking on Carlos Newton in one of the featured bouts. And that card, Bushido 5, will be airing on Friday, November 19th on pay-per-view. The main event, Takadori Gomi taking on Carlos Newton, or excuse me, Crazy Horse Charles Bennett. And that'll be Friday, November 19th, 6 o'clock Pacific, only on pay-per-view. So there you see Hollywood Henderson victorious here at Pride 28 High Octane.
And he didn't even use his green glove. They worked. The Hulk is back. So what's next for Mr. Henderson? I mean, he can pretty much try to fight anybody in his weight class. He's so good, so explosive, very well balanced. Complete package.
Well, he'll be watching with vested interest the outcome of tonight's main event. Wanderlei Silva defending his Pride World Middleweight title against Quinton Jackson. He's fought Wanderlei Silva in Pride before, losing a decision to the current champion, but you know that he wants a shot. He wants a title shot, and again, with 1 minute 15-second destruction of Nakamura, and with all of his skills, boss, this guy has to be considered one of the top challengers for that belt.
Yep, you're absolutely right. The sky is the limit with this person. I mean, the fight when he had with Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, that was like a 45-pound weight difference. And he fought like a lion, kept going, got caught in every submission, and then escaped all those submissions until the end.
And he does hold a victory over Nogueira in rings, but Nogueira was able to avenge that loss by armbarring Henderson at Pride 24 in 2002, but definitely Henderson has a bright future here in Pride.
I have waited a long time to get into Pride, and this is really the premier organization for heavyweight fighters in the world right now. And as far as, do I feel like I have something to prove? Well, yeah. What is Mirko going to do against Josh Barnett? This.
Anything is possible in MMA.
Mirko says he's gonna armbar me. Well, I'd pay to see that.
I don't think I will armbar him. I was joking.
Okay.
I have something else for him.
I don't think this fight's going out of the first round because, you know, my track record dictates that most of my fights never go past 10 minutes without somebody getting finished, and only once has that been me.
Too slow and too fat.
I'm gonna put him head over heels in a German suplex, dump him on his neck, and then walk right across him.
He talks too much. He talks too much before the fight. He doesn't show respect that he should show when especially he have to fight with me.
Well, it's here, the long-rumored debut of the baby-faced assassin Josh Barnett in a Pride ring. It's about to happen, boss. The former UFC heavyweight champion, well, he's here, and you talk about a baptism by fire. He's facing none other than the Croatian sensation, Mirko Cro Cop.
You know, wow, that's the only thing that I can say about this fight. This is the classic matchup. We have a striker and we have a ground fighter, although Josh is also good on his feet. But enough to beat Mirko Cro Cop? I don't know. Mirko has an unbelievable takedown defense. Can Josh Barnett take this fight to the ground? We also don't know, but I think that once it goes to the ground, it will be in favor of Josh Barnett. On the feet, of course, Mirko Cro Cop. And don't let anything fool you, because Mirko has been training very, very hard on the ground, so we don't know. I don't know if Josh can even submit him on the ground. again, this fight, it's not going to go the distance. That's one thing for sure. It's going to be a bang. That's one thing for sure.
It has all the makings for a candidate for Match of the Year. Let's go and take a look.
Boss, the best way to describe this matchup is simply put a grudge match. No love lost between the baby-faced assassin, Josh Barnett, who is making his long-awaited debut in Pride Fighting Championships, and the Croatian sensation, Mirko Cro Cop.
Yeah, what can you say about this fight? We say it every match almost today. There's going to be fireworks. Mirko really doesn't like it when Josh Barnett talks too much. He says he talks too much shit. You know, I don't like it. I want to do my talking in the ring tonight.
Barnett is the current openweight King of Pancrase champion, sporting that belt. And he became the youngest UFC heavyweight champion ever when he beat Randy the Natural Couture at UFC 36 back in 2002. This is the first time since then that he is appearing on North American pay-per-view, and he has definitely talked the talk. He has made fun of Mirko. He has put down Mirko's haircut. He has said that he will tap out Mirko Cro Cop, saying that this will not go past the first round. He is not intimidated by Mirko Cro Cop, but many wonder if he has not perhaps talked a little bit too much about Mirko Cro Cop. And what are your thoughts about Josh Barnett taking on Mirko Cro Cop here tonight?
I think that if you talk a lot of smack about your opponent and you're waiting there like he just did, and he hears himself on the big screen saying what he said about Mirko, you're bringing him into the ring, you walk into the ring with a lot of weight on your shoulders, because now you have to prove it, what you just said.
Boss, I have never felt a crowd here at Saitama Super Arena this jacked up for a fight before. And here we go. Barnett is 26, 6'3", 261 pounds. His debut in Pride. Cro Cop is 30, 6'2", 228 pounds, 9-2-2 in Pride Fighting Championships. Boss Rutan, they are about to meet in the center of the ring. The time for talking is over. Yep. This is it, the semi-main event of Pride 28 High Octane. There is more than a 10-kilogram weight difference between the two fighters, but Mirko Cro Cop has accepted the 4-point attack weight difference of more than 15 kilograms. And here we go. The fans already erupting. The Saitama Super Arena teeming with electricity. Already a couple of overhand rights missing by Barnett. Hits a knee in the midsection, boss.
Yeah, that was good.
And Cro Cop misses with the left high roundhouse and finds himself on his back.
Yeah, and this is where Josh Barnett is in his element. Now let's see what Mirko Cro Cop trained for in the last 2 months.
He's worked with Fabricio Verdum, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion from Brazil. Barnett 32-1 in MMA, the only blemish, a loss to Pedro Hizo at UFC 30 where he was knocked out. Of course, earlier this year, Cro Cop was knocked out in the first round of the Pride Heavyweight Tournament. What's going on?
Wait, what happened?
What the heck is going on?
Something happened. Josh Barnett was stepping. I don't know what it was.
Talk about an anticlimactic finish to what was one of the most anticipated mixed martial arts battles of the year. At only 46 seconds, Josh Barnett taps out. Mirko Cro Cop is your winner. And the night of surprises continues.
Yep, I think, again, it's the shoulder or it's the collarbone. Something happened here. I saw him tap. But hey, we don't know. But we will find out soon, so stay tuned. And of course you're going to stay tuned because Wanderlei Silva, Quinton Jackson is coming up. Let's see if we can see it in the replay.
You know, for a long time, boss, the scouting report on Josh Barnett has been that his major weakness is his conditioning. A lack of conditioning leads to injuries. He was in Mirko Cro Cop's guard. Cro Cop was in a defensive position. I know we'll have to look at the replay, but were you able to see anything, boss, that could lead to this?
Nothing at all. I thought maybe if Mirko would have rained down an elbow to the collarbone or something, but he didn't. Something just happened. I want to see the replay because it's a complete blur for me.
Barnett was looking to alter the balance of power in the heavyweight division. Instead, Mirko Cro Cop records us the win in stunning fashion here. Let's go to the replay, boss.
Yep. Okay, then the Barnett comes with a knee now. 1, 2. Whoa, there he misses the high kick.
Puts himself in danger.
Let's see what happens here. Watch his right hand. He's going to start real fast tapping.
Yeah, but it's his
yeah,
left.
Yeah, but watch what happens. He gives one punch. He is tapping.
Yeah, he's tapping because of his left arm. But what happened to his left arm or shoulder? Nothing.
Something happened before with the shoulder. Oh, it looks like it's dislocated. You see it?
What?
From what? Yep, we don't know. Let's see what the doctors have to say. Yeah, it looks like his shoulder is out of the socket. It looks like it almost.
Wow. Well, the fans at the Saitama Super Arena are sitting in stunned silence. Again, one of the highly anticipated matches of the year, and I know Josh Barnett has to be very upset, and Mirko Cro Cop has the microphone. Saying good evening in Japanese is Mirko Cro Cop.
I must say,
and
I'm
now
very
we'll
sorry
listen
that fight ended so early.
こんなに早く試合が終わってしまって残念です。
But Josh showed a big heart and a big guts, so he will get rematch anytime he wants.
Wow, very classy move here by Mirko Cro Cop. Very well said.
非常に強い心とそれから大きなガッツを持って挑んでくれました。ですのでいつでも再戦し
And
ます。
this is what separates mixed martial arts from any other sport, boss. I mean, you heard the trash talking by Josh Barnett
Waiting
before,
for the New Year
but
event.
listen to
Very much.
Mirko right now.
そして大晦日の男祭りを楽しみにしています。ありがとうございました。
Awesome.
This is one of the best stare downs we'll see, guys.
Look at him, look at him.
A good knee, and now exchanging blows. Wanderlei connecting solid there. He's in trouble here. He looks like he is out on his feet right now, and that is it.
That's the end of it right there.
Pride Fighting Championships' two best middleweight fighters, Brazilian Wanderlei Silva and American Quinton Rampage Jackson, for the rematch. Quinton Jackson was raised on the streets of Memphis, Tennessee, and worked his way through the ranks of Pride Fighting for his shot at the Pride middleweight belt. He got his shot last November, but couldn't pull it off.
Again with the knees. Quinton's in trouble here.
And that is it.
That's the end of it right there.
Now, Wanderlei Silva is a veteran of Pride Fighting. He wears the Pride middleweight belt and hasn't lost a fight in over 4 years.
And Silva now has Kondo on the run, and he knocks him down. There's a stop, another stop, he is finished.
These two fighters have never liked each other, whether in or out of the ring.
I'm not all impressed with him. He don't even punch hard. I'm training exactly for him. I don't have to worry about another, you know what I'm saying, guy. Chuck was tougher than Wanderlei, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to train for two big, tough guys, you know what I'm saying? You got to train for one.
Gosto dele pessoalmente, eu realmente tenho ele como um adversário. Estou com muita vontade de lutar com ele novamente, gostei que ele ganhou o combate. E vou entrar com tudo, e vou ir pra cima dele com tudo, e vou nocautear ele de novo.
I'm not here for people to like me. I'm glad he don't like me. You know what I'm saying? He went on a winning streak too long. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, how their day was, time for him to lose.
And this highly anticipated rematch is definitely going to be the fight of the year.
Boss, here we go.
No.
Rampage hunting him down. There's
Straight
the
blows
takedown.
early.
There's nothing. He's got one arm
I
in.
think he's pat. Huh? It looked like he was staggering.
No, it's nothing.
There he's out. This pointer, 56 yards. Well, there's an advantage, no question about that.
We saw it here against Bustamante as well.
Al trying to step the knee to the head. The left knee got in. Misses the kick. A good knee.
Nice
and now
inside.
exchanging blows. Going down by Rampage with that knee and that right leg. Wanderlei connecting solid there.
Wanderlei taking it up a notch here for
No
sure.
question about that. He wanted to be on his
Nice kick, nice chop and kick.
Follows it with the left eye.
Again with the knees. Quinton's in trouble here.
Quinton is
definitely in trouble here.
Can he get out? He looks like he is out on his feet right now. He's going
for the takedown.
Trying to lift him. Oh, a right. Another right foot exchange.
I have no idea.
Wanderlei took it to Jackson and knocked him out via knee strikes in just 6 minutes and 28 seconds into the first round.
The end of it right there.
Wanderlei Silva with just a series of blows.
But that was then, and this is now. And when these two meet again on Halloween night, anything goes.
He whooped my ass. It's time for me to return the favor. You can't be on top forever, you know what I'm saying? Right now it's my turn. I was smiling at Wanderlei to let his ass know rematch ain't gonna go the same way.
While Wanderlei has continued his winning streak since beating Jackson last year, Quinton has done the same, all for a shot at a rematch with Silva. Now he's finally got one, and this time the Pride middleweight belt is on the line.
I'm gonna take it personal enough where I want that belt, and I want to be known as a #1. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the best fighter that Pride ever seen.
Quando as situações são essas, né, quando eu pego adversários como ele, eu geralmente consigo lutar melhor. Eu não gosto do adversário, eu sou mais agressivo no luto. Com ele não vai ser diferente.
But I have to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because I think it's my turn. I have to win this fight.
Jackson versus Silva, the rematch everyone's been waiting for.
Boss, they are ready to raise the roof here at Saitama Super Arena for this, the main event for the Pride Middleweight Championship of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's
please
just
stand
hope
for the
they have a
national
chance as we await the playing of the national anthem.
And I wonder
First,
who
the
is
American national
Quinton
anthem.
calling. He's on the phone.
Please remain standing for the Brazilian national anthem.
just heard the American and Brazilian national anthems. Wanderlei Silva in the best shape of his career, calling this the most important fight of his career, because not only is his championship on the line, but it is the main event. And many are calling Quinton Rampage Jackson his most dangerous challenger yet. Now Jackson, look at him. We listen to Mr. Takada. Jackson doesn't look too intimidated right now, does he?
No, he
プラ
does
イド
not.
ミドル級チャンピオンバンダレ・シューバ選手、挑戦者クイントン・ランページ・ジャクソン選手の試合は10月30日16時ルールディレクター立ち会いのもと厳正なる計量及び身体検査の結果両選手ともに体重規定を満たし心身ともに万全であると認められました。よって本試合をプライドミドル級タイトルマッチと認定します。
So Mr. Takada now going over the contract agreement, saying that both Jackson and Silva made weight of 205 pounds. Thus, this will be for the championship. And President Sakakibara authorizing this for the title. So there you see what is at stake. And Mr. Silva will return the belt to Pride Fighting Championships. Mr. Takada wishing each fighter luck. So boss, this is what it is all about. Since winning the title back at Championship Chaos against Kazushi Sakuraba November of 2001, Silva has been a wrecking machine. Jackson gave him a very tough test in the finals of the middleweight tournament, but came up short. Will this be his next?
Wow, man, I really don't know what's going to happen tonight. This is, and I said it many times before, I'm nervous for this fight. Two great fighters are going to slug it out.
Jackson is 26, 6'1", 205 pounds, 9-3 in Pride Fighting Championships.
And I think we can forget about technique here. I think there's going to be a lot of anger behind every punch and kick and knee and everything.
Silva's 28, 5'11", 205 pounds, 18-0-1-1 in Pride. All right, his stare down is second to none. Jackson meets him with a smile. Silva, nothing but focus and intensity.
What do you think, Mario? What do you think of the stare down here? Yeah.
Ground game is going to make a difference.
Silva's a devastating striker from the clinch with devastating elbows and lethal knees. Mario, we talked about it earlier. Jackson has to take him with the clinch and the slam, but right now they are at close quarters. Do you feel that is the strategy that Jackson has to employ? Does he need to take Silva down right away?
I think it's a good strategy, but he has to take care also because Wanderlei's ground is getting much better. So he has to be very effective.
Jackson, it's a knee. There's another knee.
Yep, they're exchanging knees here. Wanderlei with a nice right knee to the midsection, to the side of the midsection. And it's all about Quinton, like I said in the opening, he's probably going to try to go for the slam, close the distance, and take that slam.
Mario, what kind of pace do you think Jackson should use? Would you go with an aggressive style right away like he did in the match last November, or is it smarter to go
I don't
like
think
this?
so. I don't think so, because that's the way Wanderlei likes to fight. He should keep his pass, you know, and improve during the fight. I think he has to stop this, you know, the speed of Wanderlei at the very beginning of the fight.
And that looks like what he's doing right now. It is a slower pace. Was that a low blow, it seems? It would be unintentional, I think. Fans, a smattering of boos, but I really don't think that was an intentional low blow, you guys.
No, not at all.
And Wanderlei shakes it off quickly. True warrior, true champion. And they thought, yep, Quinton even apologizes. Nice show of sportsmanship there. Hey, nice combination. Good blocking there by Quinton. Really nicely done. And now Jackson unloading. or excuse me, Silva, but Jackson, great job of blocking. Low kick delivered by Silva. Now we have a nice exchange. Nice knee. All right, here we go.
Whoa, this is going to be a slugfest. I told you.
Two of the best middleweights in the world vying for the championship tonight. Mario, who do you think is the crisper combination puncher out of the two?
I think Quinton is having some of the best right now.
Quinton's corner asking him to shoot the jab. Now Silva with the high clinch, high knee delivered there.
Quinton tries to go for the slam. You saw him already grabbing behind, so he wants to go for the takedown.
Double underhooks now.
One arm is tangled there in the rope. Okay, they untangle it now.
Very close fight.
Great job.
Yeah, both fighting, standing up. The knees are making the difference right now.
And this is what the fans want to see, a stand-up war between Wanderlei Silva and Quinton Jackson. Sending him a message there with that high kick that does not connect. There's Silva now, circling. Wild right uppercut, now Silva gets busy. Tie clinch and a couple of knees delivered. Now Jackson looking for a tie clinch, uppercut misses.
Wow, look at this.
Beautiful job now by Jackson.
Jackson's got him down.
Beautifully done. And Jackson now in the close guard of Silva.
Quinton Jackson is cut.
Timeout called.
Looks like, please do not let this.
Man, it's been an evening of cuts and surprises. And unfortunately, in our semi-main event, we saw at 46 seconds, Josh Barnett suffer a shoulder separation. We do not want a sudden stoppage to this, the championship bout. And the medical staff is now attending to Jackson. And let's hope it is underneath the eye and not a big cut.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're going to restart on the feet again.
What a nice...
And he was in a good position.
Flurry there by Silva, but Jackson coming back. But Silva with some great intensity there, Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he likes this kind of fight, you know, exchanging punches all the time, counting on the speed and aggressiveness. So that's the game of Wanderlei. Now we're going to see what's going to happen in the ground.
And you hear the crowd react as they will allow it to resume in the center of the ring. Jackson in Silva's guard.
So they do restart. I thought they were going to restart it on the feet again, but this is perfect. Now let's see, Mario, if the submission is going to come.
Yeah, I think now the ground game is going to make a difference. If Wanderlei has some good weapons in the ground to defend himself and even to try to submit Quinton or even make him tired,
wide base here.
It's going to count the difference.
Right hand delivered by Jackson. Kaloyama in Jackson's corner, imploring Jackson to land some big shots. Needs to start wearing down Silva. Of course, from the Vonda Shooter Box Academy, you know Mario from Brazil, they are always in tip-top shape.
100%.
What do you think Silva has to do here as Jackson does land some big shots? What does Silva have to do from this position, Mario?
He's doing exactly what I supposed he was going to do. He's defending himself very well and try to make Quinton tired. And when the fight starts, stand up again, he can use his mind.
Triangle choke being employed here by Silva. Now the armbar.
Whoa, this is looking for a leg lock almost. Quinton looked like. You see now, positioning goes first. He's got a reverse figure four on him here. And Quinton Jackson, you see. Can he pull this one off? He should trap at least one leg, which he has, I can see from this side.
Halfway through round one, he releases the Kimura attempt, now back into the closed guard. Jackson mixing it up, going for the body shot and upstairs. But you're right, from the bottom, as Mario Sperry and Boss, you alluded to, doing a very good job of defending and almost had the Kimura there.
feel the tension again.
I think the fight is going to at least go to the second round.
I don't know what the referee is thinking about this kind of action. Are they going to restart it on their feet? Because there's not really happening now. This is good. Power shots.
And back up to a wide base, but this is where Jackson definitely has to start raining down those strikes. And Colin Oyama in the corner again, he concurs. He says he has to start landing some of those bombs. He can't single shot either. He needs to start combining those strikes. And Silva, not in a lot of trouble from underneath, continuing to maneuver. Yuji Shimada, head referee, presiding over this championship fight. And you're right, boss, how much more will he allow? Although Silva busy underneath now, striking himself.
Yeah, I know, but there's no damage.
No damage being done. Close guard, but there's a nice right hand delivered by Jackson, and another one. So a different pace than we saw in their first matchup last November. But now is he going to go for the past the guard, and he had his arm there in a vulnerable position. 3 minutes remaining in round one.
Yep. Wanderlei Silva is doing a great job of defending all the blows. As you can see, he has not one cut on his face, nothing swollen. So,
and Jackson's got to watch that left arm. Mario, what should Jackson be doing from this position since Silva's defending so well?
He has to improve his position, at least get half guard, and in order to throw his blows.
There's a nice heel strike delivered by Silva.
Silva right now is defending himself very well. This can make the difference in the fight.
Do you feel that Jackson may be expending energy unnecessarily because he isn't damaging at this stage?
Of course. That's the whole point. He's punching Wanderlei, but he's not actually hurting him. So he's wasting a lot of energy right now. So I'd like to see what's going to happen when the fight stands up again.
2 minutes remaining in this, the first round, again in Pride.
And there we have the stand-up.
All right, and there we go, Mario. You asked for it, and you're getting it.
A yellow
and a yellow card to Wanderlei and Quinton. Again, that's a caution. Now let's see what happens. We saw some great action early on, and Silva unloads a left and a right. And there's a kick for good measure.
Yeah, and like I said before also, you know, if you come from the ground and you've been pulling and pulling all the time, they put you back on your feet, it's very difficult to hit nice.
Nice middle
correctly.
kick.
Yes.
And a nice knee by Silva, nice left hand as well. Now Jackson, good job of blocking Mario, but he has to start unloading some combinations of his own here.
Yeah, of course. Right now he's standing up, he has to use his hands and get some combinations. Otherwise, what can he do? He didn't do very well on the ground, and Wanderlei is a little bit better than him right standing up.
And he tags him with the right hand!
Less than a minute!
Can he capitalize now on the ground? My goodness, a nice right hand by Quinton Jackson.
45 seconds. Can he capitalize on this now? He
The
really
shot
has to go.
of round one, a straight right puts Silva on his back. And now they're back in the open guard of Wanderlei Silva, but that has to revitalize Quinton Jackson. Now in the side mount.
30 seconds.
Back into the open guard. Wow, some fireworks there from Quinton Jackson. And you heard the snap of that shot.
Strong shot.
We got 15 seconds left in round one, and a very interesting round it's been because, like you said, whoa, almost a triangle set up there by Silva. Does he have it?
And
here?
he's got it. No. Wow, this is going to be the end. This round two is going to come up.
He's looking for the triangle set up again, you guys, unless there's a side position by Jackson.
Oh, nice.
Knee. There's another strike. Good job by Jackson. The round has to be over.
Oh, this is the end. Round number one.
Wow.
What a fight.
What a great
What a fight.
So Mario, an interesting round. like you said, in the beginning there, Silva doing a tremendous job of defending from the bottom. Jackson really not doing a lot of damage, but let's face it, the last minute belongs to Jackson, some serious damage.
That's the beauty of the sport. Everything can change in any minute. Quinton was needing some good punches, then he just did one straight punch and kind of knocked down, Wanderlei, and now he has the lead of the fight in my point of view.
Boss, would you agree then now the momentum is all in Jackson's favor?
Yep, I absolutely agree. I look at Wanderlei's corner, he looked at the replay, watch this. They're both breathing the same amount, so they're both a little bit tired, but both in good shape. It's equal now. Definitely, it's a favor now for Jackson because now he knows if he gets it to the ground. Look at this slugfest. It's unbelievable.
Tremendous.
Look at this. High kick, everything. The whole package.
Mario, why don't you comment on what you're seeing here?
This is just MMA lesson. Everything's going on here. We have ground, we have kicks, we have knees. Amazing fight.
And there we go. Oh. Now he's going for the mount position, and now he starts.
That's it. That's why I think he got the lead of the fight right now. He got some good shots in the top.
And he has rattled Silva, let's face it, he really has with these shots.
Yeah, there we go, and Silva goes down with the right hand. So now he knows Silva is human.
That's right.
He can't take him down.
Yeah, he's very strong, and he recovers very well. It's amazing.
Yeah.
A shot like that from a guy like Quinton.
And you saw there, even when he was rattled, he was able to still, on reflex, deliver a knee to Jackson on reflex alone from the bottom.
Amazing.
All right, a second round. Is this cut that Jackson's incurred, is that going to play any factor because his eye is starting to swell up?
He's got to watch out, though. If he gets overconfident, he might walk under a punch. He's got to really play his cards straight right now.
The adrenaline has to be flowing, and there he is. He walked into one right there, but let's go. Silva now, fearing that, yes, this fight has turned around. He comes out flying, and now the strikes continue. They're close quarters, and Jackson turns him and takes him down.
And now if you can do the same thing passing.
You gotta watch Silva from the bottom, though. Knows his submissions. Now it's Jackson.
Now it's dangerous. This is dangerous. They're gonna restart in the center of the ring.
Quinton made a terrible mistake right now.
Yes. Look, both of them, they crawl over the floor. They spend a lot of energy already. And there we go again.
This is not where Quinton Jackson wants to be, is it, guys?
No.
Not at all. We're going to see now if Quinton has been training his ground. And we shall see if Wanderlei is also able to hurt Quinton from the top.
Tries for some hammer strikes there.
Yeah, but I don't think, did we ever see Wanderlei finish somebody from being in the guard? No, I don't think so.
No.
It's most of the time the stomps kicks, the
Well, put it this way, aside from choking out Bob Schreiber in the opening round of the 2000 Grand Prix, he has never gone for a submission victory.
No. Although we had one time he had the perfect armbar on Sakuraba, and for some reason he let it go. I still don't know till this day why he let it go.
Right.
They're both catching their breath now so they can go harder and faster in about a minute. That's what I think.
3.5 minutes left now in round two, so we've seen a minute and a half of action, and you're right, boss. Although now Jackson may be looking for the sweep here, although Silva stacking him up. And going for the panel. Silva stopped with a soccer kick. And another stomp, and this is danger. Ankle pick by Jackson.
There's a power bomb coming. He's going to slam a note. I thought he got his hands in between.
Overhook, underhook. My goodness, what a fight, though, guys.
Yeah.
Championship bout, main event, Pride 28 High Octane. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we are enjoying it. Bringing it to you here from the Saitama Super Arena. Mauro Ranallo, Bossroom, and Mario Sperry ringside.
Right uppercut. Okay, both are tired now. Silva actually smelling it. There you go.
Nice middle kick. Mario, what does each fighter have to continue doing here? What does Jackson need to do right now to take this round away from Silva again?
Wait the best moment and you know, have try to get another shot like he did in the first round.
And what about Silva? What does he need to do?
Do exactly what he's doing now. Pressure Quinton, you know, try to make him tired and keep on pushing him all the time.
Okay, there he lands a right hand, but Jackson now pulls him to the ropes.
Yeah, it is. I think whoever's going to get the takedown now and answer on top, you know, if Jackson can pull it off one more time, he's going to win. If Wanderlei is going to get the takedown and he's going to get a side mount or mount, it could be also for him.
Who's winning this round thus far, guys?
I'm not going to comment on that one.
I think Wanderlei has
a little bit of an advantage?
Yeah.
1:45 remaining round 2, and Jackson walks into a right hand, and he's stunned. He's rattled. There's a knee again, reminiscent of the middleweight tournament.
Oh my God! Quinton Jackson has been knocked out with the right knee to the head.
And a jubilant celebration in the ring. Wanderlei Silva with the devastating knee strikes. Wanderlei Silva. Does anyone possess the kryptonite to stop Pride's middleweight Superman?
Yeah.
Wanderlei, he was on the place that he liked most, standing up. Quinton could not do much when he was at the top. He got more tired, I think, and that was decided the fight.
At 3 minutes and 26 seconds, Wanderlei Silva knocks out Quinton Rampage Jackson, and there you see it, he remains the top of the Pride middleweight mountain.
What a fight was this. I want to see the replay. I want to see that knee. That last knee was really the knee that did it, and that's probably the knee that gave him that cut right there. Whoa, what a fight.
Tremendous title match. Man, Jackson showed a lot of heart, a lot of determination, but Wanderlei Silva, is there anyone on the planet that can knock this guy off of his perch?
And here we go, the replay. Boom, that was the right hook that started everything. And another one. And now he's going to get that knee. Watch this. And suddenly a full hit. That was already hit. And now one knee comes. That was the knee. The finishing knee. Oh my God. It's hanging outside the
And
rope.
he hung out. He hung out. Jackson's title hopes out to dry. Mario, Ricardo Arona looked very impressive tonight in his win. Obviously, he would like a shot at Silva.
Yeah, he talks about it every day. He missed the chance, so he has to get in line again and wait for his chance. I think it could be a great fight between Arona and Wanderlei because Arona has great takedowns and knows to work much better in the ground than Quinton. He has to improve his hands, of course, but I think he can take Wanderlei Silva to the ground and make a difficult fight for Wanderlei.
And what did you think of Quinton Jackson's performance tonight? I mean, obviously ends in crushing defeat, but what did you think of his performance tonight?
He, like I told you at the very beginning, the ground matter is going to make the difference. When Wanderlei was at the point that he didn't like too much in the ground, Quinton couldn't do much. You can see in his face there is no damage. Wanderlei's face there is no damage, so he missed the opportunity to finish the fight. So when the fight was on the top again, where Wanderlei likes most, he took advantage of that. And Quinton was kind of tired at the end of the round, so he won.
Let's take a look at it one more time here, boss.
Right hook, that was the hook that set it all up. Another left there, that was it, and that right again. Wanderlei Silva has done a lot of damage with his right hand. I think he knocked pretty much all his opponents out with the right hook. He has a very strong right hook. And look at this last knee that comes, this one. Oh, no, now it's coming. Bam, right away on it. Very good, very strong. Right hook, a lot of people underestimate it, but if you throw it in training, try it out at home, guys. It's a good shot.
And Mr. Takada of Pride is now Once again, going to present the Pride Middleweight Championship of the world. The belt will once again be put around the waist of Wanderlei the Axe Murderer Silva.
今後の活躍を期待し、ここに認定書を交付いたします。2004年10月31日、株式会社 Dream Stage Entertainment
Dan Henderson, victorious tonight. I know he would like a shot at Silva. Ricardo Arona, victorious tonight. He would like to line up for a shot at Silva. But man, after another devastating performance, Silva just continues to add to his legend, boss.
Yeah, he's on a roll. Who can defeat him?
Improves to 19-0-1-1 in Pride, 27-3-1 in his illustrious MMA career. And what a great show of sportsmanship here. And again, we can say it over and over, and we mean it every time. This is what separates mixed martial arts from any other sport in the world.
Wow. Yeah, I have no other words. Speechless right now. What a fight.
And Quentin Jackson poured his heart and soul into his performance tonight. A great fight on his part, but just couldn't handle the onslaught in the second round. Mario, as we see this impressive performance from Wanderlei Silva, how about Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira? How has he been doing since the tournament ended on a, well, anticlimactic note, but how has his training been since then?
He's training pretty hard. He's not 100% fully training, but he's keeping his shape.
He had elbow surgery, right? Since the tournament, did he not have elbow surgery?
No, he had to have, but the doctor said that he should wait a little bit more and see what's going to happen with his elbow. But we're training mostly every day.
And how about mentally? Has he come to terms with what happened? Is he okay with everything now?
Yeah, he wants to fight. You know, the guy was born to fight. He wants to fight Fedor. Fedor is a great fighter, but he wants to know who's better.
Okay.
Okay, Mario, why don't you translate this for us? You speak the Brazilian language, Portuguese.
Estava no vestiário pedindo, dizendo que eu ia te agradecer aqui na frente de todos. Muito obrigado, meu pai, eu te agradeço por ter me honrado mais uma vez com essa vitória. Falei que ia falar de Deus aqui para todo esse pessoal. Muito obrigado. Também pode começar a traduzir a partir daqui agora. Quero agradecer a todos que estão aqui pela presença, por terem lotado esse ginásio para me ver lutar. Muito obrigado.
To came here and fill it up all the stadium.
皆さん、今日は本当にありがとうございます。こんなに満員の前で試合をやることはとても光栄に思っております。
Queria agradecer a todas as pessoas que me encontram na rua e vêm me cumprimentar.
I'd like
A
to
todos
thank
vocês que
everybody
estão
who
aqui
watched me on the street
usando a minha
and come to
camisa
shake my hand,
e
and
vindo
everyone
me ver
who's
lutar
wearing my
aqui.
shirt and
Quero
supporting
dizer que
me.
me esforcei muito,
I always
treinei muito
try to
para poder fazer
go
uma
over
boa
my
luta para
limits
vocês. Espero que vocês tenham
to
gostado.
do a good fight and do a good show for you guys, and I hope
今日
everyone
の試合のために
enjoys the
自
fight.
分は本当
Enjoys
に
the
一
fight.
生懸命に練習してきました。で、みんなのこん
Well,
なに
that's
大
one
勢
thing
の
for
皆様
sure
の
we
ファンの
can
皆
say
様の
that
前で試合
everybody
をやる
loves
ことは
to see
と
him
ても
fight.
光栄に思っております。
Quero dizer que vou treinar muito,
I'm gonna
me
keep on
esforçar
training hard,
bastante. Espero que todos vocês
and I'm gonna over my
venham
limits,
aqui
and I hope
ou me
everyone
vejam na televisão no dia 31 de dezembro.
and I hope everyone sees me.
そして次回の試合は12月31日大晦日の日に男祭りで戦います。
Queria agradecer também.
January
Queria
2nd.
agradecer também a
Okay.
todos vocês
Yeah, he slipped
que
there.
estão em casa agora, no Japão e no mundo, vendo no pay-per-view. Muito obrigado pela tua audiência.
Everyone who's watching pay-per-view right now in
今
Brazil
日
and
来
the
れな
whole
かっ
world,
た方
thank you very much
々
for everything.
皆さん多分テレビ見てると思いますので、その方々にも感謝しております。
Dia 31, eu espero poder me apresentar tão bem quanto hoje. Espero que
second,
todos
I
vocês
hope
tenham gostado mais uma
I
vez.
can fight
E
as
fé
good
em
as
Deus,
fought
força e
today.
perseverança, que a gente tudo pode naquele que nos fortalece. Então, vamos acreditar em Deus, vamos pedir
I
proteção
hope everyone
e
believes
vamos
in
se esforçar
God, because I believe
bastante,
in God
que Ele
truly,
vai nos
and He
recompensar.
helped me a lot.
Muito
And
obrigado a
if everyone
todos.
does that,
Arigato.
everyone is going to be
本当に今
get
日皆
his
様あり
what
がとうご
everyone
ざいます
wants. Something
12
like
月
that.
31日にまた試合を
Well
します
said.
そして神様にもすごく
Okay,
感謝
well,
しておりま
thank
す
you very
皆さん
much
本当に
for
本当
the
にありがとうございます
translation, Mario, and thanks a lot for
My
joining
pleasure.
us for the main event. Always appreciate your insights.
Thank you very much.
Continued success with Brazilian top team. You guys are a credit to the sport, and we appreciate you joining us again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here.
And we did hear and mention, boss, January 2nd, the Shockwave show. I know that nothing official has been mentioned, but obviously something is in the works regarding Wanderlei Silva as well. We know for a fact that Roland Gardner is going to take on Hidehiko Yoshida. We have heard Mirko Cro Cop mention the date as well. Something tells me this is going to be a night to remember for Pride Fighting Championships. That on January 2nd, it could be one of the biggest events ever.
Man, I'm looking forward to it already right now. It's going to be great. We're going to have Christmas, and then, of course, the biggest event, January 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't miss it, because all the fighters, the winners that we saw today, lots of them we're going to see at that show.
You know, it was a really shocking, surprising, entertaining night for us tonight. Mirko Cro Cop dispatched Josh Barnett, a tragic night for him, for Barnett, separating his shoulder 46 seconds in. But what can we say about Wanderlei Silva, guys? A tremendous performance, defeating Quinton Jackson, defending his title successfully. Ricardo Arona, again, Mario, he looked really, really good tonight.
Yeah, he's training hard, he's focused, he really wants another shot, you know. He wants to fight against Wanderlei. He wants to prove he's one of the best in the world in his weight division. So he's going to keep on training, and we shall see if this fight happens in the future.
All right, boss, your final thoughts on the night.
I thought it was a great night, great knockouts. Unfortunately, the thing with Josh Barnett, I would have liked to see that fight going longer, you know, but things happen. They happen for a reason, maybe not. There's going to be a great rematch. Mirko Cro Cop already said, you know, I will give him a rematch anytime he wants, so that was a great show of sportsmanship right there. But for the rest, I think that the people at home have been treated to a great night of fights.
All right, make sure you join us Friday, November 19th for Bushido 5. Then December 10th, it's Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts Volume 1. And then Shockwave January 2nd. For Mario Sperry and Boss Rutten, I'm Mauro Ranallo saying good night from Saitama Super Arena. Thanks for joining us for Pride Fighting Championships High Octane.
Sayonara.
皆さん、本日は、たくさんのご来場本当にありがとうございます。
Pride executive Nobuhiko Takada is in the ring now and welcoming everyone to the Saitama Super Arena. The crowd of 25,000 on hand to see High Octane.
ちょっと、時間をですね前にいただきたいと思います。先ほど桜庭が
He's telling the crowd that he'd like a few minutes of their time before tonight's main event for the Pride World Middleweight title.
参戦するというふうに表明しましたけれども、実は我々 DSE は
Earlier tonight, Kazushi Sakuraba mentioned that he will be on the Shockwave event coming up on January 2nd on pay-per-view.
さっき控え室でずっこけちゃいました、本当に。ということで、ここで改めて、ここ埼玉スーパーアリーナにおいて、今年の
But he says that Sakuraba was a little premature in announcing his participation on that event because we haven't really officially mentioned the event happening. So, having said that, I'd like to officially declare that Shockwave will be happening January 2nd on pay-per-view. And it promises to be one of the biggest events in Pride's history. And many of Pride's biggest stars have already agreed to appear on this event. A very big star, including a man who handed Alexander Karelin at the Sydney Olympics back in 2000, one of the biggest upsets in Olympic history.
Jimi Hendrix.
An unbelievable signing for Pride Fighting Championships, boss. The only man to defeat wrestling legend Alexander Karelin in 13 years of competition. American wrestler Roland Gardner, the gold medalist at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. And he is here to compete in Pride Fighting Championships. And he's here tonight.
Wow, let's see what he has to say to the audience. And there he is with the gold medal around his neck. One strong wrestler, he is. He's going to be a big force, I believe, in the Pride Fighting Championship. And of course, it's mixed martial arts, but all wrestlers have done very well. So
many other organizations vied for his services, but the biggest MMA organization in the world was the one to land him. And you talk about a success story, a farm boy from Wyoming who started wrestling at the age of 6, who pulled off one of the biggest upsets in sports history at the Sydney Olympics, defeating a legend in Alexander Karelin. He has the gold medal around his neck, and here he is in a pride ring at the Saitama Super Arena. It is Rulon Gardner with the microphone. Let's hear what he has to say to the fans in Japan.
Kambawa.
That's good evening. Yeah, doing a good job.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rulon Gardner. I'm an Olympic, Greco-Roman Olympic gold medalist in the year 2000.
皆さんこんばんは。ルーロン・ガードナーです。2000年のシドニーオリンピックのグレコローマンレスリングで金メダリストになりました。
I am choosing to come to Pride where I can have the opportunity to come fight for the #1 organization in fighting in the world.
私はこのプライドで戦うことを決意しました。世界ナンバー1の格闘技の大会で試合をしたかったからです。
And I'm here to bring American wrestling to show it that it is the strongest sport in the world.
そしてアメリカのレスリングが世界最強なのだということを私が証明してみせます。
So I will come and I will have fun and I will see you on New Year's.
大晦日で戻ってきます。そして私自身楽しんで試合をします。
Arigato.
He is coming off a bronze medal winning performance at the Athens Olympics. He was the James E. Sullivan Award Amateur Athlete of the Year in 2001, and you talk about a man who knows how to survive, Boss Rudin, as Nobuhiko Takada continues to talk about him. We know about Olympic greatness in Pride. We have the 1992 Judo Olympic gold medalist in Hidehiko Yoshida. Okay, and actually we're just talking about it, boss. Mr. Takada is asking the fans, who would you like to see Rulon Gardner compete with in Pride? And he is showing the fans the gold medal that he won, beating Karelin for. He's saying that he won't be fighting against me. Any volunteers, he's saying.
そう考えてます。ということは、彼の相手にふさわしい男は一人しかいませんね。
Oh, okay. Well, he is now kind of hinting at something, boss. Yes. He believes the gold medal should fight a gold medal. So we talk about 1992's Olympic gold medalist in judo, Hidehiko Yoshida. Is that? And that's exactly who we are talking about. And my goodness, only Pride Fighting Championships could deliver Olympic gold medalist versus Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, this is wild. This is so wild.
And as we welcome Hidehiko Yoshida, we were talking about Rulon Gardner being a survivor not only in wrestling, but 2 years ago, boss, while on a skidooing trip with friends, he was separating and was stuck in 4 feet of snow with temperatures reaching 25 degrees below zero. He almost died, was found the next morning, was rushed to hospital. His body temperature was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. They thought they might have to amputate his right foot. Luckily for him, they only had to amputate one of his toes. They thought his wrestling career might be over. He was able to continue to compete won a bronze medal this past summer in Athens, and again is here in Pride Fighting Championship. So what a story, what a life he's led. And right now, he's in the ring with Hidehiko Yoshida. And what a moment this is for sports fans all over the world. Gold medalists facing off with gold medalists.
最近言ってないの秀彦お前男だ
Mr. Takada has just said that Hidehiko, you are the man. Go ahead and address the fans. Everybody is waiting to hear from you.
どうも皆さんこんばんは。
Good evening, everyone.
12月31日、坂原選手と一緒に、出場することになりました。12月31日はですね、ぜひ頑張っていい試合をしたいと思いますので。
I have also decided to appear on the big Shockwave show January 2nd along with Kazushi Sakuraba, and I invite you to join us here at the Saitama Super Arena for what promises to be one of Pride's biggest events ever. I accepted the fight against Mr. Gardner yesterday. And today we are here to make it official in front of all of you. And I promise to give each and every one of you a good fight. Gold medalist versus gold medalist. Unprecedented in any MMA organization, and it will come to you from Pride Fighting Championships. Well, in fact, it'll be in the new year, January 2nd, Shockwave on pay-per-view. Boss Rutan, your thoughts? Gold medalist versus gold medalist, never before.
I don't know. I think that Gardner better start training real hard on submissions because Yoshida is phenomenal with his gi. But no doubt that he's going to take Yoshida down and he's going to power slam him. Whatever he wants to do, he's going to do that. But once on the ground, can he survive? We don't know. But that's what we're going to find out in a second.
Well, you know, MMA has always been treated with, let's face it, less than the respect it deserves in the mainstream media in the United States, North America. So having signed Roland Gardner, a gold medalist from the Olympics, I think this will indeed give us the attention we deserve in North America, and it is now signed, it's sealed, and it will be delivered. Shockwave, January 2nd. That man, Roland Gardner, against Hidehiko Yoshida. What a night it's gonna be. We hope to have you join us January 2nd on pay-per-view. An impressive night of fights and someone who has made an announcement that he will be joining us on pay-per-view January 2nd. The 2000 gold medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling, pulling off the biggest upset in Olympic history after beating Alexander Karelin, Roland Gardner. And it's good to have you here in Pride Fighting Championships. Now, after watching the fights tonight, especially the main event with Wanderlei Silva beating Quinton Jackson, what made you decide to try mixed martial arts? I mean, this is the real deal. These guys fight for real, you know.
Well, being involved in Greco-Roman and amateur wrestling in America, you know, it's physical, it's brutal. We go through a lot of tough practices. You know, we're not throwing punches and stuff. You know, but we're to the mindset that we think we're, some of the best athletes in the world. We want to come out there and seeing Randy Couture and, Dan Henderson, Heath Sims, all these guys out here, taking the forefront for wrestling for America. It proves to us that we have the ability, and they've talked to me many times, coming out and doing it. You just have to change your attitude a little bit and get a little more desire in different situations, and you'll be successful.
What were your thoughts at seeing 25,000 people here tonight at the Saitama Super Arena, seeing your first Pride event live? What were your thoughts?
It's kind of exciting. It's a little bit different than wrestling because you realize, that the individual, wants to hurt you, and if you don't go out there prepared for battle, you may get hurt. And for me, that actually, I think, is going to hone my skills in more. So I'm going to go out there a little more focused and prepared for war, and that's why I have almost 2 months to train.
Have you been following the mixed martial arts scene for a while already, or is it just new to you?
Well, I had an opportunity to train with some individuals, you know, Severance and Fry back in the mid-'90s, back in Phoenix when I was training down there. So I've had an opportunity to roll around with Coleman and just a bunch of the different wrestlers. So being able to do that, I think, has taught me a little bit, but now I'm going to have an opportunity to every day get in there and learn, you know, the striking, learn the defensive, you know, the mount, the counters, and all the different stuff and submissions. And I'm excited about that because I think it's another, you know, thing that I can add to my knowledge in sports of no matter if it's wrestling or what type of athletics it is. It'll be hopefully a new horizon.
Who have you been training with?
Well, lately it's just been wrestling, and now I'm actually going to head out to California and train with Dan Henderson, and you know, he's got a bunch of individuals we're going to start going with, you know, from all the way from judo athletes to strikers to all the different combinations. And you know, my grappling's, you know, I hope okay, and I'm going to have to continue to work on it, you know, in the positions. And you know, you just have to learn because it's a completely different sport, and I'm excited to get in, and I'm excited to learn and hopefully become successful.
Where do you see yourself the strongest in? Of course, for the takedown. Once the takedown is on the ground, you would like to go for punches or knees, because we saw Dan tonight being very effective with the knees also to the body, to the head, and punches, of course, are effective too. But you're a very strong individual, you know, and what do you think is going to decide it, you know, the knees or the punches?
Well, I think for me, probably a combination of both. You know, I want to be able to use my size and put the weight on them and try to suffocate them a little bit, but then also, you know, put it a combination of, you know, punches, you know, hammer throws to all the way coming up with the knees and whatever it takes to become successful. And, you know, hopefully I can learn some submission holds where I can choke some people out and just, you know, get to understand the sport a lot more and come prepared for the New Year's fight.
He's Rulon Gardner, 2000 Olympic gold medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling. He's the latest signing with Pride Fighting Championships.
Real fights.
And here we go. Brings him to the floor. There's a kick and it's over.
Real athletes.
Oh, look at the kick.
Pride Fighting Championships Bushido 5. See the fights that everyone's talking about. From devastating kicks, hard-hitting slams, to brutal knockouts. These warriors are once again ready for battle. The fight spirit is alive in Bushido 5. Premiering November 19th on pay-per-view. Warning, these knockouts are hardcore. Knockout.
Oh,
After knockout. After knockout. For the first time ever, Pride Fighting Championships has assembled the best knockouts from the world's best fighters. Pride Fighting Championships Hardcore Knockouts, Volume 1. Premiering December 10th on pay-per-view.